Doctor Who Season 1, episodes 31 to 36, and this is the final story of Season 1, at least, one that is completed and we can watch, and we can, watch the entire story from, beginning, middle, end, and give actual full opinions, because clearly some fuckers over the BBC back in the 1960s decided to record some stuff. So, and so we can't complete shows, we can't complete seasons. It's such a sucky thing that I can't just talk about Wayne and Terror because it's not completed, and we can't have, anime recreations because they have stopped unless, a certain deal goes well, and your bits are pretty good, it's not the whole thing, we'll do some recreations on that, Like, unless that happens, it just feels weird to say the end of season 1, even though you know it ain't the end of season 1. It's like, Marco. It's like, Marco. Yeah, but Apollo's not coming. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing of like skipping stories just because they're being ways. But anyway, so the Sensorites. You can't believe how many takes I said Sensorites. But the Sensorites are the story title and the creatures of this slugfest of the story. Yes, I said it. It's a slugfest. It's 6 episodes. It's about 2.5 hours, or if you want to add add the credits and all that kind of stuff. And it's a slugfest. This is like I think the biggest problem I have with like the longer stories, like Daleks and these 6 episode stories. Even though I did enjoy it, was it the Keys of Makun? I think it was like the key one. Even though I enjoyed that was like what, 5 episodes, 6 episodes, unless that one. I know I like that one, but what I find is it's just switching a story that doesn't need to be switched. Like, I could easily watch this story and these amount of episodes, and it could easily be 4 episodes. You could combine episodes 1 and 2 into one, and then you can combine 3. You can combine 3 and 4 into 2. No, you can make it 3 episodes. You got your middle getting in. Because what you have is it's just switching off the plot. I mean, the story is that the Doctor, Ian, Susan, and Barbara are on the ship, and this ship has been, and its crew members has been knocked out by the Sensorites. But Sensorites. This is gonna be a thing. Like, I want to say wax. I want to say Sensorites, but I can't. But I know that's not the right words. Come on, can I please the mouth open the right words? Anyway, I don't know. I don't think I can do that. So we'll probably put a quarter every time I say the wrong, and say God damn it and all that. But that, you got the Sensorites being kind of taking over the ship, and they're like, you guys, you humans, even though 2 of you are not really humans, but you humans, you come with us, and you must help us cure this illness that's been going around on our planet, and if you help us, you can go back to your ship, because they literally took the lock off of the TARDIS. They just like cut it, woof, and no one noticed it. That someone was just like, taking a bolt in. I also will say it has this cruise ship has the slowest laser ever in the history of mankind. And also, would it be quicker if you just went line? Like, you just went point A to point B versus this big circle. It's like, anyway. But of course, the sum of the high beings of the Sensorites, who are not trustworthy on humans, and are like, no, you are trouble, you are humans, and we don't trust humans because of our reasons, which I won't spoil. And it just feels drag on, it just feels a repeat and a repeat and repeat. I get it, the idea is like, you have these higher royal beings, the elders, not trusting our main characters because of humans and what humans can do and the structures of humans. But I'm like, and you have to prove that these, our main characters are not good people, even though we know they are. It just feels so dragged out, and to the point when the ending happens, it just felt like, and then what's been happening, because it's all dealing with water. The water's being poisoned. The water's being poisoned by humans at the end, like cavemen. And you're like, oh, okay, this just feels like you're just tagging on stuff. It just felt like, and then this happens, and this happens, and this happens, and this happens. And I get it. This show, at this point in time, wasn't meant to be watched bingely. Like watching all 6 episodes in one go. There was no such thing as Netflix. Actually, there was no such thing called Amazon Prime that I could actually watch the show, because one of the subscriptions that it's linked onto is BrickBox. So BrickBox wasn't a thing back then. So it's, I get it. It's 1964. But I was born in 1966 with modern eyes and that. I couldn't help but laugh a little bit at what the Sensorites. Yeah, I get it. The Sensorites look like, because I was like, are they just paper mache Halloween like monkey masters with while wearing pajama pants with cardboard circles for their feet? Is that basically what they're wearing? Yeah, that's basically what they're wearing. Okay. A show that had like $5 per episode. probably had like $100 per episode, probably, realistically. Maybe we can help you. No, Mickey. Just wait till 2022. Okay, just wait, and then you can dive in and give the show a bigger budget. But yeah, I just watch it, and I was like, and there's also a point where like Ian is he's poisoned, he's going to get sick, and he's like, oh, I'm ill, and then like 5 minutes later, he's fine. Like in the next, there's no antidote, unless I missed something. There's no antidote. He doesn't get better. He does nothing. It just like stuff happens for the sake of it. It's not. And then you got a murder mystery, and then I just like, But you get your first reference to Gallifrey, so there's that about, how how Gallifrey looks like our Earth, like how it looks like Earth, and it's like, Susan, have you not remember what your planet looks like? Because last I checked, Gallifrey does not look like Earth, just want to point out, but it has an orange sky. Okay, you got an orange sky on there. Okay, you got that. You got an orange sky. Okay, you got that. So my first glimpse of references to Gallifrey, a bit of tension between the Doctor and Susan, which I quite like, a bit of character, and also breaking the mold a little bit. And also you can kind of feel that because it's like only a couple episodes to go, my guess, I'm trying to remember, or what I heard, is it, the next Dalek episode when Susan leaves at the end. Like, one day I shall come back. One day, yeah. It does feel like the seeds are kind of planting. So it's like, at the beginning of the show, she is this naive, always crying type, woman who, it's like the girl who, the girl who turns into a lady, or the girl who becomes a woman, at the end. So in a way, she kind of has this full, in a way, it feels like this full arc, which is, it'll be interesting when we do get the first opinion leave and the first generation and see how that, it's handled. But I just realized, like, the story ends with the Doctor yelling at Ian and saying, you know what? The next stop I take, our next stop, I'm going to leave you there. And I'm like, Sadly, I will not able to see that and see if Ian leaves. But if I watch Planet of Giants, I know the answer to that. But yeah, yeah, it's just it's a slug hole of episodes. It's a slug hole, and clearly I saw some plot points and that. So yay, we officially finished we got one season down, 26 to go. 25 seasons to go, plus a movie. To be come up with to finish off the classic era of the show. And oddly enough, season 3 is going to be quick. Because apparently we start from episode 15. I'm like, really? How many episodes you got erased? It is a little bit like, once again, Marco and Polo's not coming. So, it's a little bit of that. But, anyway. On to season 2.